How is it going, my fellow Legends ZA enthusiasts? Welcome back to Unhinged Society, where today we'll be having yet another speculation video. Today's topic is going to be slightly different, but it's going to be pretty similar to what we've done in the past. Today we'll be covering the leaked list of the Mega Dimensions DLC mons, right? What you're currently looking at on the screen is a list of mons that the data miners have claimed that they have received information pertaining to the Mega Dimensions DLC. According to those data miners, the Pokemon on this list are going to be receiving Mega Evolutions. Now me personally, as hope maxing as I am like I did in those previous videos about the stats of the Megas, this list is absolutely crazy work. If even half of the mons on this Pokemon list receive Mega Evolutions, my century would be made. But I would advise you to take this with a grain of salt because this seems way too good to be true, right? But there is a mon on this list that stood out to me that I actually did want to make a video on, and that's going to be the topic of today's speculation video. That mon is going to be Magearna, right? And if you look on this website page over here, they claim that there are corresponding Megastones for these mons in the game's items, and Raichu X and Y is on there, and down here you see Magearna among Scovillain, Glimmer, and Golisopod, right? So they said the list has been reported by Central Leaks, and so far he hasn't missed, so we're gonna step out on a limb here and once again take what he says as face value, because he didn't miss with those Megas when he dropped that list earlier this year. So going off of that, if Central says it, it has some weight to it, right? This list is also going to be on Reddit if you guys want to head over and take a look at it yourselves, but for the time being we're going to do like we always do and get into speculation. So Magearna is a mon that has been banned to the Ubers tier in Gen 9 OU, and that's mainly because of one move that it received, Draining Kiss. With Draining Kiss, it now has means to recovery, and a lot of people simply ran a moveset of Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Iron Defense, Stored Power, right? You hit every single thing that you want to hit with these moves. And looking at Magearna's stats, base 80 HP, a usable 95 attack stat if you ever wanted to run a shift gear set, 115 in defenses and 130 in special attack. The only thing this thing doesn't really have is speed, right? But giving this 100 to its already great stat points is going to be insane. So like before, we're going to use this 100% bar to allocate our stats from, and when we are done, it'll be at 0 and our speculation will be complete. Now, me personally, I would like to see some more brokenness if Magearna is going to be receiving a Mega Evolution. So the first place I would allocate some stat points to would be speed. But I have a feeling that when Magearna Mega evolves, they're going to do something gear related and maybe shift up its design to give it maybe like a faster build, right? So we could see Magearna probably going from a tank to an all-out cannon attacker, right? So for that to happen, I think we're gonna have to subtract from our defenses first, and we're gonna drop them both down to 100. So with 30 points now, we're going to drop that right into speed, and we're going to be sitting at 95. Now we're going to go ahead and give, we're going to start deducting from our 100% stat point box. So if Magearna is going to be, we're going to go off the theory that Magearna is going to be shifting gears, its attack is definitely going to get a boost. So I think we could expect to maybe see its attack stat go up to 120. I don't think 120 is too much of a reach. So that would be 35 points. 35 or would it be 25? Now it'd be 25 points from the stat bank. That's gonna leave us with 75. $120 in attack. Now we would most definitely see a boost to its special attack stat. I think we can expect to see this thing go up to like maybe 165. That's going to leave us with 40. Now, as for where the rest of the stat points could go, I do think this thing would get faster than just base 95 speed. If it's going to be changing form based off of my theory, we might be able to even expect a 394 attack stat. So I'm going to go ahead and drop 10 into attack, bring it to 130. That's going to leave us with 30 down here. And then I'm going to hope max, and I'm going to drop the rest of this into speed. Now we're sitting at 125. So this is what I would speculate Mega Magearna to look like if it received a Mega Evolution that went off of the concept of it shifting gears and becoming an all-out speedy attacker, right? This is what I would expect it to look like. 130 attack, 100 in defenses, 165 in special attack, and 125 in speed, right? This is probably asking for too much. I'm probably going crazy with this speculation, so I'm going to dial it back and I'm going to do a more tamed speculation. So 80, 130, 100, 165, 100, and 125 is what I would assume a glass cannon Magearna would receive. Now we're going to go ahead and reset it. And we're gonna go in with a more tamed direction. Alright, now starting over, Game Freak would probably just buff its defenses a bit more. So I can expect probably to see 135 in defense and special defense. So that's gonna be an automatic 40 out the bank, leaving us with 60. Troll Freak, you know they gotta up their attack stats, right? They always do it for whatever reason. We saw so many Pokemon with the recent release get buffs to move stats that absolutely didn't need it, bro. We saw Scrafty get points added to his special attack stat when it could have gone to speed. So we're going the Game Freak way and we're adding 10 to attack. It's bringing us to 105, leaving us with 50 in the bank. Now we can definitely expect to see a boost to its special attack stat. I think that 150 is pretty tame. And that would leave us with 30. Now as for the rest of these points, I don't think it would be too crazy to see them give it a speed boost of maybe like 10 points. I think a 10-point speed boost would be pretty safe, but at the same time, it is Magearna, it's a mythical, and we saw Deontay get extremely fast. So honestly, I don't think anything crazier can happen than this. I'm honestly just gonna go ahead and dump the rest of these 30 points into speed. This is a much tamer approach to Mega Magearna if we're not going off of the I think they're going to turn it into a glass cannon gear shifting attacker, right? I know 100 defenses, 100 base defenses isn't exactly a glass cannon. That's pretty damn sturdy if you ask me, but it's Game Freak, so we can either expect to see something along the lines of this or something along the lines of Magearna. But yeah, I think this is probably something more likely for what we'll see with a Mega Magearna in the future. Base 95 speed, I believe that's 317 if you max it out and you give it a timid nature. Yeah, special attack 399, and the reason why modest is 438. There's going to be a 339 attack stat if you go adamant, and the reason why I think that this is a much more likely move pool is because you can't forget Magearna's base ability is Soul Heart. It picks up a special attack boost anytime anything on the field faints. You don't even have to be the one to knock it out, it's getting a boost. It also has shift gear in its move pool. It can boost its speed by 2 and attack by 1, so it basically has an agility with an extra effect. So speed never really is an issue for this thing, because after a speed doubling, you pretty much outspeed everything that you want, and you have the bulk to live it too. So Magearna is already broken as is. It got banned to Ubers, and it will probably not be banned to Anything Goes. I don't see that happening, but it will probably be a very strong staple in Ubers when it does grace the scene. So yeah, this has been my speculation for Mega Magearna. Like I said before, hop in the comment section, let me know what you guys think. I will be contemplating going over the rest of the megas that have been given in this list, but I just don't believe that we could be receiving so much peak at once. But we will have to see. So thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.